So this is a review of my trade in NRDY that I closed yesterday. I just want to say I love the ticker. I have no idea what this stock does, but I was so happy when I bought it. Okay, so this came on my radar on this day, the earnings day, when it went up on massive volume, almost 10x, and had a minor beat and a minor raise. Yeah, on the top line and the bottom line. So I wasn't too keen on it, but then because looking at the bigger picture, it's an IPO and it was forming an IPO base where it was just going sideways for more than a year and then trying to break out from this level, which was prior support, now resistance. I put it on my radar and I put alerts at this level so that whenever it would break out of this level, then I would start to get interested in the stock. So it finally did that on this day, and then I was watching it every day for a pullback entry, and that's exactly what it gave me. So why did I take the entry? Look at the volume accumulation patterns here. After the earnings day, it keeps going up. It goes up for 3 days on pretty high volume, pulls back to the 20, finds support, and resumes the uptrend, makes a new high. Even on this day, when it makes that new high after the earnings, it has some pretty good volume. And on the subsequent 3 day textbook pullback, it pulls back on very low volume. This transition bar is also exactly what I love seeing before I take a pullback entry, because that means that the stock has gone down intraday, but then recovered by the end of the day when dip buyers came in. So on this day, when it broke out on pretty good R wall, if I remember correctly, 8, I went in long, and I can just quickly check whether I had put the stop as low of day or the swing low. So let's check. Nerdy, love the ticker. 3.5 was my stop. Okay, so that was low of day. Yeah, which is what I should have done because it was, if it had to work, it wouldn't have made a new low on the day. And this kept going up the next day, very little though, one sideways bar, and then the next day took out that consolidation and made a new high. This is when I decided to book profits in half of it. I think it had made 3R from where I had originally bought it. So I just wanted to put some into the bank because there is this long upper wick here, which happened on really high volume as well. So I knew there was some resistance, some seller here. And if you look at the weekly, this long upper wick here and here meant that as it kept going up, there was likely to be some resistance somewhere. That was one reason, and the other was the beat on earnings was very minor, and the raise was also very minor. It wasn't something explosive. So I was treating it more like a swing trade and less as a position trade. This stock might eventually go back, make a new all-time high, go from $4 to $13 and make a 300-400% move. But I don't expect that to be a smooth journey. It's probably going to have a lot of ups and downs in the middle, and I'm happy to trade those as swing trades rather than keep holding it. So I took 3R profits on half of it on this day and moved the stop up to this swing low. And then yesterday in the tech wreck of the sell-off in the growth stocks, along with everything else, I got stopped out of the remaining half of this position too. Now it doesn't, looking at it today, it doesn't look too bad yesterday. It was just a minor pullback, didn't even reclaim the 20, didn't even make really high volume, and has already recovered half of the losses from yesterday today. So, in retrospect, was this exit a bit hasty, probably. I don't think I should have moved the stop up here. Perhaps moving the stop up just to break even to make the trade safe would have been better, since a 1 2 day pullback here. This is not really a swing low. It was just like a 1 2 day pullback, and I was playing too defensive. So that is something I could work on. I'm just trying to think if there was any good reason for me not to move this, not to keep the stop at break even. I don't think so. In retrospect, that's what I should have done, because this break even stop would have also given the stock some room to pull back to the 20-day and then resume its journey upwards. The stock hadn't made any major violations so far, and I already had some profit cushion on it, so I probably should have stuck to that. Yeah, I'm gonna put this back on my radar. It's still gonna stay in my universe of earnings winners. And it does look like it's setting up today, though there's no real volume coming in. Hold on, in the last few minutes, I just see some volume come in. Yeah, 80,000 shares were just bought here. So there is some interest as well. This up here is a bit extended for me to re enter. So I'm going to wait for it to form another pivot, give me another good buy point with a low risk reward, and I'm going to get back in. So overall, I would say I messed this up by being too defensive and losing a position in a good trade. I should have held on to the second half. I This is something I can do better in the future. Yep.